All right, well, welcome Blue Crew. We are here today with the head coach of the Springboro football team, Coach Wilhite. How you doing today?
Great. Glad to be with you guys.
That's good. It's good news. So about this year's team, talk about what to expect for this year. What's fun or interesting about this season's team?
Yeah. Well, I think we've had some really good players here in the past, and every year you have graduation, and so you have answers that you have to fill. And I think right now, we're in the stage of finding out who's going to replace the guys from last year, who are the new faces, who are the guys who were already in the lineup and are going to take that next step. And I think, we've got a really standout offensive lineman in Aaron Irvin, who's already accepted a scholarship to Youngstown State. We've got a linebacker in Joe Polking, who very much in the mix for college recruiting and stuff like that. But past those guys, we've got a bunch of guys who are trying to prove who they are on the high school football field right now. And we've got some neat things. Quarterback Cam Roundtree is doing a really good job. We're an up-tempo offense. And, at our scrimmage against Pickwood the other night, I think that's probably the fastest our offense has ever ran. And our quarterback's a big key to that. And defensively, we've really made a commitment that we want to be a better defense than we were last year. And I think our guys, our coaches, everybody has bought into that. So that's going to be an interesting storyline to watch, see how our defense plays.
That's, one thing I'll say about this year's team that I notice is how dedicated they are as not only athletes, but students. And as a senior, I have been with these guys my whole life, and I think that this senior class is really special in that they really, really care about football, and they really, really care about doing the best that they can. And they're just a lot of them are really stand-up guys that I think really help the team. And so I compliment you for that.
I appreciate it, and I agree with you, but I would also tell you I don't think it's limited to football. I think that your senior class has shown a lot of those signs. Probably a lot of that is the Blue Crew. And if when you look out the rollout of the Blue Crew, the things that you guys have done to get the entire student body involved in a positive way and to have a great time doing it, I think you guys are doing as well as anybody I've ever seen do it so far. And hopefully you guys can continue that. But I think you guys have a great commitment as a student body here to do great things. So I'm excited to see that too.
Well, thank you for that. That's a good little booster for us. Now going off of that, you mentioned the Blue Crew. Why is that important?
Well, I think the Blue Crew. I think it is a huge thing for our players motivationally to go out there and see their school supporting them. I think that it adds importance to what you do. It gives you incentive and motivation to try to make sure that whether we always want to win, but how hard you play and how you conduct yourself with class and how you're somebody that your student body can be proud of. So I think that's important. And then secondly, I think our community loves to come in and see the school supporting the other students out there. And then hopefully our players, once football season is over, want to become a part of the Blue Crew and support other teams. And even in the fall, our players supporting other fall teams. And I just think it adds a whole lot of, you guys are kind of the glue of our school. And I think right now we're becoming a very close-knit group, and I think the Blue Crew has a lot to do with that.
That's right on point for what we're trying to do as the leadership and as the Blue Crew. It's all about kind of community bringing everybody in, which I think is what Friday Night Lights is all about. I think that's a perfect symbol of bringing a community like Springboro all together for one night to just cheer on a team. And I think that we do it as a city really, really well. And that's why I think us as leaders and you and the football team and everything else we're also passionate about it. It's because we've seen the magic happen on that Friday night. So, what is your favorite comedy?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. That was Mr. Fisher's pick.
Well, we used to be roommates.
Oh, okay.
A little story about that. Before Coach Fisher and I were married, we were both at Wayne High School, and we were roommates together. And we've probably watched Dumb and Dumber. We could recite a lot of the lines from Dumb and Dumber, I can tell you that.
What is your favorite workout jam?
I think I like Chunky by Bruno Mars.
Okay, so you have an elephant.
Yeah.
All right.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, you own this elephant. okay? And you cannot give it away and you can't sell it. Now, what would you do with this elephant?
You have to start by washing him.
Okay.
You know, maybe like you wash a car, so that he was presentable, right?
Right.
You see those guys, and I always wonder when I look at an elephant, is that mud that's crusted on them, or is that just really them?
Right.
So I guess you'd find that out to start, and then you'd have to bring in a lot of hay or whatever it is that they eat. But I think I'd make him feel welcome at my house. If I had an elephant, he'd be welcome to stay and become part of our family.
Who would win in a fight? All right, you got Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Batman,
Yeah.
and Joe Polking.
Ooh. Well, I feel like Spider-Man has his spider intuition, his spidey senses, right?
Right.
And Superman has so much power, but yet kryptonite is his weakness.
Right.
I feel like Joe has no weaknesses. Joe has a steel in his spine. He's not normal. He's not your average cat. I'd put my money on Joe Polking.
If you were to get rid of one state in the United States, what would it be and why?
Yeah, easy. I would get rid of the state of Michigan. And I think the answer is obvious.
All right, well, thank you so much, Coach Wilhite, for meeting with me, and I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
Enjoy it.
And let's rock this season.
Sounds good.
Thank you.